Sand and fill. Fill and sand. If you can fill it, you sand it. Sand it till you can't fill it. If you sand it and you can still fill it, you fill it with superfil again. You sand it some more. You get the picture. Over and over and over. Fill and sand, sand and fill. I guess when you get tired filling and sanding, you cover it. And after you cover it, you think, oh, I wish I'd spend a little more time filling and sanding. Oh well. Back to work. Okay guys, we're hoping to get a little covering done here. We've been sanding. I would estimate about 8 hours I've sanded on this one wing. I've got all the glaze knocked off of the lacquer leading edge. Got all the body filler smoothed up best I can. Running the vacuum over it right now, getting all the dust off. Then we'll denature alcohol it. Then I think it says run a tack cloth over it. And then put your glue on. And we'll have to give it 2 coats of glue. We'll have to get our Oratex out, hang it on there and get it marked out where the glue goes on it. But we're making progress. I did get the Pitot tube mounted. Well, the Pitot tube holder, I guess you would. Pitot tube goes there. I have to take it out to cover, and then I'll put it back in. Okay, we got her all hung up. We used the graphite pencil, I believe they recommend. We had to mark. You can't see it because it's dark, I'm sure, but yeah, you maybe see a line there. You have to mark every piece where it touches. That'll all be glued. All those little ones have to be marked. Got everything marked. Now we got to decide where we're gonna. Now we got to get that thing off of there. I don't have anything big enough beside the floor, I don't think, to lay it down on and put the glue on it. All right, after we got our first piece of covering all out and marked and was ready to start gluing it up, I decided I want to go ahead and paint these ends first. So I've got them worked down. I'm going to get a coat of primer on them. And try to get some paint put on them before I cover. We'll see how that works. I don't know. It just seemed like in the back of my mind all of a sudden it would be easier time to do this right now than it will be after the covering's on here. So we'll give that a shot of primer and do a little sanding and see what we come up with after that. Okay guys, we're ready to start gluing some Oratex. We went ahead and painted our ends. Got a little over stuff here I got to knock off. It was stuck to the tape that I had taped up. We got everything painted ready for covering. This wing's been totally sanded. It just needs denatured alcohol and tack cloth, I believe, has to be run over it. And then we can put the glue on this wing. Me and Susan set us up a table. Working in the floor didn't appeal to us old people, so being the good hoarders we are, we put a shower in a couple of years ago and kept this good heavy cardboard. Just screwed her up on the wall in the barn for, you know, we're always sliding under machinery working on it in the gravel when you can't get to the shop. So we just kept this good heavy cardboard, and lo and behold, we found a good use for it. Made a nice table, almost perfect for the Oratex roll. So we're getting the roller ready to roll it out, and we'll give you a shot of what we're getting ready to do after we get that out. All right, we've got our Oratex rolled on here upside down. You can see the marks when we had it on the wing. We got everything marked, all the little ribs. So now we have to put glue in between the lines here, and all this area gets glued. All the top black area goes all the way to the edge pretty well. It wraps around the lacquer leading edge. It all gets glued. So that's our next project, just roll some glue on. Susan's putting a few more clamps on there for us. That's going to make it really nice to glue. This is just a nice height. I can reach all the way halfway from each side. So we'll make a nice gluing table. The wing is. Alrighty. You think? Any words of wisdom this morning, Susan?
Oh, I got them.
Yeah, we may have to edit part of this out.
I got words.
Alright guys, it's been 2 hours since we finished. We finished on the wings, so this has probably been 3 hours since we finished here. You can see the stuff dries really to a glaze pretty well. You can really see where I overlapped. I went as far as I can reach from one side and then had to come to the other side. So I'm going to try to make my joints in a different place. I don't think it makes a lot of difference, but you can definitely see where we overlapped at. So we'll give her a second coat. We're ready to start laying her down. See what we can do. Alright, we'll do that till we get to yon corner, I guess. Okay guys, you'll notice the numbers on here. Number 9, this would be number 10. This is my Oratex test sample. This is my hammer. Note this fine hammer. Most people would have threw that away a long time ago. But believe it or not, that's the first hammer I ever owned. I got that for Christmas one year when I was like, I don't know, needed a hammer. 16, 17, I don't remember how old I was. Maybe 18. And the handles came off and it all fell apart, but that was my first hammer, so I've never threw it away. This is my first Oratex I've ever covered right here. So every day for 9 days straight, I take my mighty hammer and I hit this thing 5 licks. Just like that. I put the hammer down and I mark another mark. Now I expect this to fail at some point. I don't. The picture frame may fail first, but it's a solid piece of plywood, so it may hold up pretty good. Some says, why don't you put it in a vise? You can tear it up that way. Well, I'm not really looking to tear it out. I know I can tear it up. I can get my chainsaw out. I want to tear it up. I'm wanting to see how much abuse it will actually take. And you know, this is not a ball peen hammer. This is a good sharp edge hammer. I mean, a lick is a lick, and it has 5 times 10. It has 50 licks so far. So that's my test piece. We're just going to see how many licks does it take. You seen the old popsicle, you know, where they lick the was it Tootsie Pop? Yeah, Tootsie Pop. How many licks does it take? That's what we're going to see. How many licks does it take? So you can put your guesstimation in the comments below how many it takes for me to, how many days it's going to take for me to beat a hole in that. Pretty good stuff so far. We're all glued up, as you can see. We'll let her set overnight. We'll be working on that Monday. Have a good one. Oh, by the way, Eddie from California, thank you very much for sending me one of those. Appreciate that. Appreciate it very much.